In this video we will discuss what makes Katakuri's devil fruit a special one, and if there are other special devil fruits besides his one, that we've already seen in the story. We've already learned that Katakuri's devil fruit doesn't have the intangibility aspect that all Logias have, rather he fakes this ability by mimicking a Logia. However, by not having the intangibility by default as a part of his devil fruit nature, he instead distorts his body and makes openings to let attacks pass through him, but without letting them touch his body at all, which makes even armament haki-coded attacks go also through him because they don't make contact with his body in the first place. In the case of Logias like Kizaru's light or Sabro's fire, those elements are intangible by their nature, like we have seen with Prometheus, a rare case as he is a fire given life by Big Mom that even armament haki is ineffective against him. So even attacks that makes contact with Logia's bodies and are not coated with armament haki will pass through them without harming them, and of course if there is no element that nullifies their devil fruit unique properties, in this case look no further than the fight of Luffy versus Crocodile in water effectiveness against Prometheus as a fire element. Which means that even normal attacks that are not coated with armament haki can still hit Katakuri's body, they just have to make contact with his body. However, even at that moment with normal attacks, Katakuri is made of machi, so he has probably the same abilities as Luffy's devil fruit or even more. Like normal attacks and bullets can't hurt him and so on, because of his elasticity and rubberiness like the gum fruit and other aspect that machi has. Katakuri's devil fruit is not special because of the Logia-like intangibility he showed that works even against armament haki, because he has no default intangibility, but because of what he can do with his body that can change entirely or partially into machi by his will, and he can also produce machi. That means that Katakuri's devil fruit abilities falls into two types of the Paramecia devil fruits, the Paramecia of element production and the body alteration subcategories. Also, we should distinguish between when Katakuri produces machi, and when he uses his devil fruit awakening to transform other things into machi. Those are two different things. There is another thought I had about Katakuri's body transformation into machi, as it might be due to his own devil fruit awakening that's more evolved than what Doflamingo shows with his awakening, as he couldn't turn his own body into strings but he could transform his surroundings into strings. The malleability and distortion of Katakuri's body is not unique to his devil fruit, however it does match the machi nature, and we can see it in Baby's 5 devil fruit, which can explode her body to pieces and reform her body at will, and Buggy, who can cut his body to pieces, control them in midair and stick them together. Those two and maybe more similar Paramecias can also in theory execute the same Logia-like intangibility that Katakuri has shown against normal attacks and even attacks coated with armament haki. That of course if they can predict attacks that are slow of course, or else with a higher level observation haki to predict very fast attacks. And the second category is element production, and we can see that in the case of Mr. 3 who can produce wax and also Doflamingo who can produce strings. And Katakuri is similar to them in that sense, as he can produce machi and control it at will and code it with armament haki and so on. So that makes Katakuri's devil fruit very special because it's very powerful in that sense. How did Katakuri obtain all this power? Is it all because of his training or luck? Because I don't see his devil fruit given him the ability to transform his entire body to machi and have his properties, and in the same time being able to produce machi when he first eats the machi devil fruit. That seems far-fetched, but it might be possible. But I think he might have started as a producer type Paramecia or a body alteration Paramecia, and he evolved to the other category, and those are 3 possibilities. Of course I'm excluding the awakening in this theory because it's known that zones also have awakening, which doesn't make the Paramecia that of it special. It rather make Katakuri into a Paramecia that can alter the surrounding environment into his devil fruit nature and control it like Doflamingo, and that make it kind of similar in a way with the Paramecia's devil fruits that are based on altering the environment like Law's devil fruit and other alike, but not quite similar. And when it comes to being special in that sense, we can also assume that Blackbeard's devil fruit, the Ami Logia type devil fruit, is also a special Logia fruit, because it's different from the rest of the Logias, as Blackbeard himself mentioned to Ace. As his devil fruit, the Yami Yami lacks the most noticeable advantage of the Logia type, which is intangibility by the nature of the composition of the body of its user. And in the zones, Marco seems to be very special, as he is the only zone devil fruit user who can change parts of his body at will into a phoenix, while all the zones in every form they have shown us, we have seen them transforming the entirety of their bodies. However, it seems that Marco's phoenix form that he has shown is the only form he had, and he can use it partially if he wills. We can also deduce that we will definitely see other special devil fruits in the future of the story. I hope you enjoyed the video. Rate the video, leave a comment to tell me what you think. If you're new to the channel, then check out some of my other videos and subscribe accordingly. Thanks for watching.